Hey everyone! In this video we want to have a look at a module I've been working on over the last couple of weeks, namely Melon. It is an adaptation of the very well received RP2350 based Mod 2 from the one and only Hagiwo, who is doing amazing open source stuff. If you're not subscribed to his channel, I heartily recommend doing so. The main feature of the module is its flexibility, as there are quite a lot of firmwares for the Arduino microcontroller that sits on the back of the module. Sampler, kick, hi-hat or a Mutable Braids oscillator engine, you name it. I'll have some demos of it later on in this video. Hagiwo's design is pretty awesome and very usable already, but after using it I had some improvements in mind that I added to my Melon adaptation. First, I added a 5-volt regulator to the PCB so that it can be connected via a 2x5 power header, which is pretty much the de facto standard in Eurorack nowadays. Next up, I added a footprint that allows soldering a WS2812B RGB LED to the board instead of the regular 3mm THT LED. This allows for much better UI feedback for the users. However, I've still kept the design backward compatible by putting a footprint on the board that allows for both LED types. Lastly, I made sure to place all components symmetrical on the board, which allows for a flippable panel with different labels on each side. At the moment, I only have a single panel available, but there will be more panels for the different firmwares in the future for sure. Talking about different firmwares, let's have a look how the flashing of the firmware works. Inspired by my friends at Modular, I have added a browser-based flashing option to my website for all the different firmwares I've already converted to make use of the RGB LED. Simply connect the module via USB-C and open the website using Chrome or Edge. Choose a firmware and follow the instructions on screen just like I am doing here, and your Melon is flashed in under a minute without having to fool around with local tool chains or any IDE setup. Now I hope you're curious how this thing sounds. So let's dive into the demos. Also again, make sure to check out Hagiwo's original design, who also has demos for all the different firmwares he made on his YouTube channel. Let us start with having a listen to the kick firmware and the hi-hat firmware. The kick on the left Melon as well as the hi-hat on the right Melon are hooked up to my dictat for some finger drumming and sequencing. Let's hear how they sound. Next up, we'll have a listen to the clap firmware. Let's continue by checking out the FM drum firmware. The LED color indicates two different modes where the potentiometers change different parameters of the FM drum. For deeper insight into all the controls, check the firmware repository on GitHub or my website. Lastly, we'll check out the radio firmware inspired by Tom Whitwell's radio music module on the left, as well as a Mutable Braids engine running on the right Melon module.
Kollegen, diesem Deutschen Bundestag gehören
630 Abgeordnete an.
Parlament zu vertreten. Friedrich Merz habe bei der Haushaltsdebatte im Bundestag rhetorisch
5. This concludes this video. Leave a comment with your favorite firmware and what firmware you would wish for next. Also consider subscribing to Hagiwo's and to my channel if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching and happy patching.